Welcome to Managing Profitable Growth, Session 2. The focus of this session is how to measure and manage market and share metrics to grow both sales and profits. Session 2 is divided into 5 short parts with an immediate focus on market potential and market growth. Market potential is a key market metric that shapes market growth and signals when market saturation is nearing. For example, what is the maximum market demand for personal computers, and when will this market near saturation? Metric 2.2 in the Marketing Metrics Handbook provides a way to measure market potential and create a Market Development Index, the percentage of the potential market that has been developed. For the personal computer market, the market potential is estimated to be roughly 400 million units per year. Market demand in 2009 was 306 million. This puts the Market Development Index in 2009 close to 76%. Looking out 3 years to 2012, we can use the market penetration curve to see the Market Development Index for the personal computer market would grow to 90%. This translates into a market demand of 360 million units and a growth rate of 5.5% per year over this 3-year period. Technology and innovation can change markets and market potentials. The personal computer market evolved as a disruptive innovation that drastically changed the number of customers that could use a computer when Apple introduced the first microcomputer at an affordable price. Metric 2.2 allows you to experiment with new market definitions and assumptions to better understand how market potential and market saturation can change. In this example, the changes made increased the market potential from 400 million to 480 million. This would lower the Market Development Index from 76% to 64% and extend the market saturation point to 2025. With a better understanding of your market potential and market development index, managers can better assess product lifecycle sales and profits for individual products as well as a portfolio of products. Strategic management and funding of marketing and sales resources for product A would be considerably different than the resources invested in product D, as each has very different growth potentials. Metric 2.3 allows you to build a product lifecycle curve. Begin by inputting prior year data for market demand, price, percent margin, and marketing and sales expenses. Then evaluate how future market demand, price, percent margin, and marketing sales expenses will shape future product lifecycle sales and profits. For the personal computer market, product lifecycle sales are projected to increase beyond 2010, but marketing profits are expected to peak in 2010 and decrease as the industry moves from late growth to market maturity. In Part 2, we'll examine how share metrics can be measured and managed to achieve actionable market share growth. A share tree is a hierarchy of share performance metrics that perform sequentially to create a market share index. In our example, a medical device with a 60% market awareness has a share leakage of 40% based on those who are unaware of this product. Of the 60% who are aware of this product, 45% are not interested. This results in an additional share leakage of 27%. After other points of share leakage are considered, the net result is a market share index of 8.7%. Using Metric 3.3, you can build a share tree, estimate current performance for each performance metric, and compute your market share index. Share performance metrics with the largest share leakage illuminate the critical areas for market share improvement. Your market share index is not likely to be equal to your actual market share because of many other influences. However, it should be relatively close. If your share index is much higher than your actual market share, it's likely that you're omitting key share performance metrics and/or overestimating your share performance. If your share index is much smaller than your actual market share, it's likely that you're underestimating share performance or including unimportant share performance metrics that act to lower your share index. Since share performance metrics are often estimates, we recommend calibrating your market share index more closely corresponding to your actual market share. This calibration provides a good starting point to evaluate changes in share performance metrics and market share. In our example, we adjusted our estimates of product awareness from 60% to 65% and product interest from 55% to 60% to obtain a share index closer to the actual market share of 10%. Using the Metric 3.3 analysis tool, you can vary performance for different areas of share leakage to assess changes in your market share index. In our example, improving product awareness from 65% to 70% and trial success from 50% to 60% would improve the market share index from 10.2% to 13.2%. Using the same share performance metrics, we can use Metric 3.4 to estimate your share potential. This is the market share index produced if each of the share performance metrics achieves its highest level of reasonable performance. For our medical device, the share potential index is estimated to be 23%. When the current share index of 10.2% is divided by the share potential index of 23%, we can create a share development index of 45. This means we have developed only 45% of our share potential. Improving product awareness and trial success increases our share index to 13.2% and improves our share development index to 58. If we combine the Market Development Index and the Share Development Index, we can create a growth planning matrix to better understand market and share growth opportunities. In our medical device example, we're currently at a Market Development Index of 33 and Share Development Index of 45. Over the next 3 years, we expect the Market Development Index to grow to 55 and Share Development Index to improve to 58. Adding 5 medical device product lines to the growth planning matrix allows us to create a portfolio view of managing market and share growth for this medical device business. This clearly shows which product lines offer the greatest potential for future growth and how growth needs to be managed. In Part 3, we'll examine how to assess the product impact of market and share growth strategies. Metric 2.1 allows us to input market growth and share growth assumptions along with expected changes in prices and percent margins. Any adjustment to marketing and sales expenses as a percent of sales must also be factored in. In our example, the marketing and sales budget will increase drastically to keep pace with market growth and a goal to grow market share from 10% to 13% in 3 years. If achieved, the net marketing contribution is expected to increase from $20 million to $50 million. Metric 3.4 can be used to compute a break-even market share. This is the market share needed to recover all marketing and sales expenses and produce a zero net marketing contribution. The share premium is the difference between your target share and break-even market share. The smaller the share premium, the greater the chances that a strategy could produce a negative marketing profit. The industry analysis metric is very useful for new products or products struggling to be profitable. Using Metric 2.4, you can quickly weigh the relative importance of 6 industry forces and assess how each shape the industry attractiveness index. The larger the positive index, the greater the potential for above average profits. The larger a negative index, the greater potential for below average profits. Let's review what we've covered in Session 2. Using Metric 2.2, you can estimate your market potential and create a market development index. Using the market penetration curve, you can estimate future market demand and the rate of market growth. You can also evaluate different market development scenarios that could change the market potential, the market development index, and the year-to-market saturation. Metric 3.3 allows you to build a share tree with 5 share performance metrics. The market share index should approximate actual market share. When it does not, we recommend adjusting your share performance metrics to better match current market share. The largest areas of share leakage become obvious targets for improved share metric performance that have the potential to grow your share index. Using Metric 3.4 allows you to create a share development index, the percentage of your share potential that has been developed. The profit impact of a growth strategy can be evaluated using Metric 2.1. Growth assumptions for market demand and market share are input for the next 3 years, along with corresponding assumptions with respect to price, percent margin, and marketing and sales expenses as a percent of sales. For new products or products not achieving desired levels of profitability, it would be beneficial to use metric 3.5 to estimate the market share needed to produce a break-even marketing profit. Let's close with a reminder that our focus for each session is to learn, measure, and manage marketing performance metrics that have a known relationship with profitability.